Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Subnautica. Today in Subnautica we're going to talk about benzene and its applications and also where to find it. Now, how to make benzene is quite straightforward. Effectively, you have to go and find blood oil. Now, I have found the blood oil location. If you check up to the escape pod, you'll see the arrow pointing to the front of the escape pod. You see the little orange arrow right by there before the entry and exit port. Use that as an orientation for yourself. Head right down, just shy of north towards northwest, as you can see on the screen with my compass. And you can see I've also got a little marker there showing me where the blood oil location is. Not to worry, you don't need to know there. If you go in there for the first time, this is how you do it. Point to your sea moth, your sea glide, or use your good old fins to paddle your way over there. Eventually, as you can see, it's about 1400 meters away. It's going to take you a little while, whether you're in a sea moth or you're in a sea glide or you're paddling, so prepare for a bit of a long wait. Once you get there, scan that blood oil and proceed to start collecting blood oil samples. Now, blood oil is going to be used for the Stillsuit, and I did a video on that recently, so check that out on my YouTube channel, and also the reinforced dive suit. It's very important when making things like synthetic fiber as well. So you're going to need to make synthetic fiber in turn to make things like the Stillsuit and reinforced dive suit. You're going to need 3 portions of blood oil. Okay, now we're getting close to the blood oil section here. As you can see, we're starting to drop down to the ocean floor. It's a little bit dark, but that's generally how it is. Even waiting till it's pure daytime, it's still going to be dark because you're going down further than 200 meters. Now, down there you'll see a massive cavern full of blood oil, but you can see some, I'm going to say globs of it, right? Or orbs of it, or portions of blood oil on these stems. They can be picked up quite easily and you haven't got to go all the way down to the depths of the bottom. If you do, you're going to find things like plants you can scan and also an awful lot of quartz. So, if you've got the space, make sure you pick up at least 6 of these blood oil items. That will enable you to have 2 portions of benzene. Now, if you've already done so, do me a favour, hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. And that'll let you know when I'm putting other stuff like that on YouTube. So, with all that done now, we can effectively pick up any remaining blood oil you can see laying about and get ourselves back to the habitat. Also, while you're down there, it might be worthwhile scanning the old blood vine as well. All worthwhile stuff. Now you're going to find things like ghostweed. If you haven't scanned that, scan that. Scan everything. Pick up anything you can find. All these materials in Subnautica are really going to help you out. And like I say, within Subnautica, you're going to need that reinforced dive suit. The Stillsuit, well, you know, I'm still undecided on that. You know, drinking your own wee. And the Stillsuit came from Frank Herbert's Dune. Not like my other video I put, which was James Herbert. It's Frank Herbert. He wrote Dune. Whereas the suit absorbs the water and the moisture out of whatever you do. Out of your wee, out of your blood, out of your tears, whatever. And gives you a water portion. Does keep you going, especially if you don't fancy dying through thirst, then the Stillsuit is for you. Or if you get a water fabricator, a desalinization plant in your base, then you're going to be absolutely diamond anyway and you're not going to need it. But if you're a completist, going after things like the Stillsuit are going to be a must in this game. This game is so rich as well. So we've jumped back in our sea glide and our sea moth. We're going to head on back now out of the blood oil vine forest and all the way back now to the habitat. Once we're back at the habitat, being careful not to get attacked by any creatures and all the rest of it, we're then going to fashion some benzene. So you can see we're back at the good old habitat that I've built. A little bit of food there, my desalinization plant going, over to the fabricator, into resources, advanced materials, benzene, click on that, 3 blood oil gets taken out of my inventory and I've got a portion of benzene. Thank you very much for my store of materials. Well, that's it on Finding Benzene. I've been Ricardo. This has been Subnautica, and thank you very much for watching. This has been about collecting benzene and making it out of blood oil. Pustules, I'll say. We'll call them pustules now. 3 pustules gets you 1 portion of blood oil. Blood oil for the Stillsuit and the reinforced dive suit. Make the most of it, and also leave a marker so you can go back and get as much blood oil then as you like without wallowing around the Subnautica planet trying to remember exactly where you got it from. Anyway, stay safe, hope you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.